Hello friends, near and far, dear to my heart. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. This reading will be for Aries and all Aries placements found within your birth chart or wherever you have first house influence in your chart. If you don't know any of those placements are, just know that I offer one-on-one birth chart readings where we dive into the major archetypes that are hidden within your birth chart. You get birth chart notes, a full tarot spread, and a private pre-recorded video with all my birth chart readings. For the month of February, until February 14th, I should say, I'm offering 40% off all my relationship Synastry chart readings. So email me if you're interested in setting that up. You can find all my information in the description box below. Synastry readings are such a great tool for relationships of all kinds. So I highly encourage you to take advantage of this short window of time for this sale. It makes a great gift if you're thinking about that special someone for Valentine's Day. For this reading, Aries, we will talk about astrology for your sun and ascendant signs, tarot, oracle messages, and I'm trying a new format where I'm doing a separate video for your love reading for February, so you can find that link below, as well as the extended reading on my Patreon if it resonates. So Aries, we are in Aquarius season. Aquarius has taken the spotlight, especially with this massive Pluto transit into Aquarius. I will be focusing on what this means for you. Aquarius energy is innovative, to say the least, right? Provocative. And it's guiding us into our fullest expression of self. Not only on a personal level, but on a macro level, are we seeing this deep need for equality and solidarity for all walks of life. We are stepping through the threshold of this age of Aquarius, and it's all about unconventional and open-minded, forward thinking. Aquarius strips away the labels and stereotypes and dares us to see beyond them. So Aries, let's get into your February forecast. Hi Aries, and welcome to your February forecast. So we are in Aquarius season. We have this massive Pluto transit, right? Pluto doesn't move that often. So when we have these outer planets that change into a new sign, the collective feels it, right? This is generational. This is a 20-year cycle. So it's big energy. It's been kind of fluctuating between Capricorn and Aquarius, and it will go back into Capricorn at the end of 2024. So what does that mean for you, Aries, right? And this is predominantly for sun and ascendant signs, so I highly encourage that you watch for those placements for the astrological portion, okay? You can always find more information if you have Aries in your chart. If it resonates, but if you want to get more fine detail, watch for your sun and ascendant signs, okay? So this is highlighting your 10th house, okay? 10th and 11th house. Capricorn has been this highlight on your achievements, right? So up until February, it's been a heavy focus on your career. 10th house is your midheaven. It's at the top of the chart. So it's our destination point. It has a lot to do with how we lead, how others look at us or to us in the workplace environment. But mainly the main focus for me in the 10th house is our soul's purpose. And I've talked about this in other readings where, there can be this cognitive dissonance that we find within us where we're not in alignment with what our soul's purpose is. And sometimes our career can look starkly different than what our soul's purpose is. And with this Aquarius influence, it's about this full authentic expression. So for you, it's about really tapping in and tuning in to what it is that your soul's mission is here on earth. Doesn't matter if you're monetizing off of it or not. It's about finding that inner calling, okay? And with this Aquarius in your 11th house, It's now about how are you networking? Who are the people that you're calling into your life that are going to help you accelerate and move forward or move closer to your soul's purpose, okay? For a lot of Aries, what this can look like is literally a whole new friend group, new people that you're meeting along your path that it just kind of feels like divine timing or just random timing at that, you know, like people syncing up in your life that are helping assist you in some way. And you'd be pleasantly surprised, Aries, as when and where you will find these people. So it's kind of like what I'm getting for you is, you know how sometimes when you're invited out and you're just like, oh, I just don't want to go. You're dragging ass. You just don't want to go. But there's some sort of like feeling or pull like, okay, I should just go. And when you get there, you're pleasantly surprised to meet someone. It doesn't have to be a love interest, but it could be like a network that kind of like, oh, well, I know this person. I know that person. That's the 11th house. 11th house is Aquarius energy. It also talks about hopes and wishes. And again, this external force that's playing out around you. So your environment is playing a crucial part of your soul's growth and development at this time. Okay. And again, this could look like a brand new, innovative way that you are putting yourself out there. You know, maybe opening a new business. Again, a new relationship that's helping you evolve and grow, a new job, right? It's a lot around shedding environments. So this could also talk about like moving. But it's a very social place for you. I feel like even when you don't want to go out or be social, I would try to say yes. And of course, find that balance. But there, you'd be pleasantly surprised, I feel like, for you, especially in February, like some sort of social gathering where you would have never thought that you would sync up with someone. You might have had some prejudgment or assumption, but it's about breaking out of these expectations or assumptions on where you can find some sort of achievement. Okay, so let's talk about the full moon. So we have the new moon in Aquarius in your 11th house on February 9th, and then the full moon in Virgo on February 24th in Virgo. It's going to be in your 6th house. 6th house is Virgo energy. So this is all about routine, ritual. When I see a new moon, no, sorry. When I see a full moon in the 6th house, I think of like full moon rituals, because the 6th house is all about our routine, our rituals, our schedules. It's also about health. So for you, there could be something around your health, self-care practices, and like a full moon ritual of some sort that you do for yourself. Could be highly influential for you to tune into what your soul's purpose is. And if you're struggling with that, you know, this Pluto transit, it can be, the first word that came to mind is like tough love. You know, when I think of Pluto, when I think of Saturn, I think of like the disciplinary planets of the astrological wheel. It's a little bit of tough love. It's a little rough around the edges. It's because a lot of these energies want to aspire to see us in our highest, fullest potential. And so that does require some discipline, transformation, change. Pluto asks us, how do we deal with crisis? How do we break out of our comfort zones? So this is about kind of pushing yourself awkwardly out into new territory, okay? And yeah, that full moon, you could be releasing some fears around that. Like judgment, I'm hearing. Judgment's really big for you. So let's talk about the rest of the month. We have Mars in Capricorn. We have Mercury in Aquarius. So again, same influence of the 10th and 11th house, just more of this influence, right? You can see this this streamline effect between the 10th and 11th house for you. And then Venus in Capricorn as well is in your 10th house. So again, predominantly 10th and 11th house focus for you. Okay, so let's pull here. Let's pull an oracle. I actually just got this new deck, and I've been wanting this deck for quite some time. Archetypes, the wild unknown archetypes. So let's pull to see what this Pluto transit has in store for you. The shapeshifter. Ooh, the lover. The animal. So right off the bat with the shapeshifter, again, I'm like, you are shedding skin. This is that Plutonic energy. Shapeshifter with the lovers. The lovers can represent Gemini energy, but it could represent a relationship dynamic. Shape-shifting, so changing. And just so you know, I do have a love reading for you in the description box if you are looking for a love reading specifically. But we're seeing shape-shifting here. So this is about transformation. This is about breaking out of the norm. Shapeshifter with the lovers, interesting because the lovers and the major arcana is Gemini. So you could be dealing with the Gemini. And shapeshifter energy is very much Gemini because it's the twins. It's dualistic. So you might even have Gemini in your chart, or again, you could be dealing with a Gemini. The animal card, I want to clarify what's this animal card about. Oh, okay. So this is definitely Two of Cups, relationship. So something around a relationship, I guess, with this Pluto transit, which makes sense because the 11th house does talk about others, right? This is, again, taking the focus off ourselves and more onto others. And for Aries, that can feel, yeah, it can feel like a bit of a challenge there, like trying to find your balance. Libra showing up here. You might have Libra in your chart. 10 of Swords in reverse. Not that all Aries have this problem, but Aries in general is the first. The baby of the zodiac. It's the self, it's the ego, right? So they do have this focus on self, and that's what makes them such great entrepreneurs and just radical free thinkers, you know, innovative, just like Aquarius. Aquarius and Aries share a lot of similarities, but the thing that makes the difference for you, I think, is that you are breaking out of some old limited beliefs around love, in particular here with the Two of Cups, and you're getting out of some like very rigid one-way thinking. Like I'm seeing someone that's, you know, having tunnel vision, my way or the highway. You know, like there's no other way around it. And now you're starting to maybe see things from a different perspective that is helping you deepen a relationship with someone or something. And I also believe, you know, that it's a ripple effect, right? This kind of shape-shifting and gaining some new perspective is going to help you in all areas of your life, not just relationship. All right, Aries, let's get into your tarot message here. Interesting start. All right, Aries, what do we have for the Aries collective for February? Please show me what I need to see. Aries, what do we have for the Aries collective? All right, let's start here. Wow, okay, Ace of Cups, Aries. Page of Pentacles. Six of Swords. With the 10 of Wands on the bottom. The 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Wow, you are going through some massive change. And this is kind of connecting to your last month's reading. So I will also link below. I'll make a note here to link it. Yeah, because this is definitely connecting. Because last month's reading was all about following your heart. And I'm seeing a lot of this correlation here bleeding through in this reading with the lovers, the shapeshifters, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups. But there's underlying energy of you changing something with the shapeshifter here. Six of Swords is also about change, movement. Six of Swords is moving towards peace, harmony. And, you know, this woman, you know, doesn't look very happy necessarily about what she's having to leave behind, but she knows that this is serving her highest good. And she's also holding a suitcase here. So it's like you're taking what you need with you and you're leaving the rest behind. In the Rider-Waite deck, it does show in the Six of Swords, which I want to show you. It's a woman and a child, which also reflects like our inner child when I think of that energy. It can represent literally bringing a child with you, having to separate from some sort of relationship, right? But I think of it more towards self-reflection. So this is about self-reflecting on your inner child, and taking those lessons with you, nurturing your inner child, because the inner child, you know, doesn't want to continuously go through, you know, the triggers and the karmic lessons and the pain that we find here in the Three of Swords, right? Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, this is like staying stuck. Restless nights, anxiety, worry, fear, you name it. A lot of the sword energy is our own doing. It's all in the mind, right? So the stories and narratives that we tell ourselves, and like I said earlier, it's about you stepping out of some sort of one-way thinking. Like it has to be this way. The expectations that we create that are actually limiting us from this full expression of love here. So here in the Rider-Waite deck, you see there's a man carrying this woman with their child, and they have all six swords with them. But when I also see this, it's like those six swords are piercing. Interesting. This is Aquarius energy too. This is Mercury and Aquarius, which we have right now. So very interesting. This is very fitting for right now. But what I was saying was the six swords are kind of lodged in that boat. So you have to tread very lightly, right? So it's almost like, again, I keep getting the message for you is what sort of beliefs are not allowing me to move forward? What are some of the things that I need to leave behind? How can I tread more lightly? How can I release some old baggage that maybe is poking holes in my boat? You know, it's slowing me down in some way, in some essence here. And what's cool about this depiction is these crows are actually tied to the boat, and they're leading the way. They're pushing her through the storm. So there could be some connection with crows here, because I'm seeing the crows twice. Yeah, you could have a strong connection with crows. But this is also about support. Because even here in the Nine of Swords, you know, these crows are hovering above this woman, but she's choosing to look down. It's like there's support around you. These animals, there's support, maybe an animal spirit, guide, etc., that's wanting to support you. And this could also just be people in general that are supporting you, especially with the Page of Pentacles. This is support, some sort of message, communication. And then the Six of Swords is about accepting the help, rather than the Nine of Swords. It's like, I'm choosing to turn away. I'm choosing to be a victim. I'm choosing to stay in this pain here. It's burdensome, but I feel like I'm stuck, really, is what that energy is. And that's at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel that you are moving away from that. Okay? I feel like you are moving into this Ace of Cups here, which is very beautiful to see, with the Page of Pentacles here and the Six of Swords. All right, let's clarify this. I want to see what this Ace of Cups is about for you. What is this Ace of Cups about for Aries? What is this Ace of Cups about? One more card, please. Ace of Cups for Aries. So yeah, this is you dropping the burden here. The Ten of Wands is here in this deck, but it's in reverse, which is lovely to see. You know, it's choosing to continue on, but only with one wand, which is the Ace of Wands, represented in the After Tarot. Because you know that to carry this weight here, Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, is only keeping you stuck. And this is some sort of revelation that you've come to. Ace of Swords here. This is an aha moment, sudden revelations, truth that you need to start to move forward. The Six of Swords does not have to be fast movement, but it is progression to some extent. And I feel like with the Ten of Wands now showing up in reverse, it's like you've released a lot of maybe the baggage, the burdens that you've had to mitigate in order to move into calmer waters here. And also maybe to plant a new seed elsewhere, right? A new relationship. We did see the Two of Cups with the Lovers. So there is this new energy, Ace of Cups. This is new energy. Usually when I see an ace, it talks about new beginnings. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean that it's with a new person, but it can very well be, considering that you are laying down the burdens of something from the past, it's looking like. It can also talk about you, again, laying down those limited beliefs, ideas around love, so that you can therefore deepen a relationship with someone. So just know that I am offering 40% off my Synastry chart readings if you are feeling called to get a deeper understanding into this love dynamic. Okay, and you can find that information in the description box below. All right, so I'm going to take this on over to the love reading. If this is where we part, I will see you next month. You can find the link for the love reading below. Bye for now, Aries.